Your best rep can run a flawless 40-minute call and still lose the deal in the last 4 minutes. The worst part is on paper, this looks like a great call. Here's what I see in almost every sales team that I get access to that has newly ramped sales reps. The front of the call is strong, rapport is good, discovery is thorough, and the prospect is engaged. Then the call gets to the end and the rep sends an invoice and says, let me know if you have any questions. And the call ends there, they hang up. And now that deal lives in follow-up hell for 3 weeks, or even worse, and never closes. Here's the thing, your reps are not bad at selling, they're bad at ending. Nobody ever taught them what the last 5 minutes are actually for, and so they do the polite thing instead of the trained thing. What you're about to watch is a real coaching session where I take one of our reps through the entire end game, why the tie downs before the ask matter, what to do instead of sending an invoice into the void, and why reading your script is costing you deals. Watch how much of this is structure, not talent.
There, good news always. And besides that, the most important piece for us is alignment. Feel like a bunch of
What did we miss, Hannah? What did we miss?
The tie down.
Yeah, full tie down on the process before we go into the next step. But it's like, I'm sure he would have said yes, right? But it's discipline to the process, right? So just the reason we tie down the pillars is because we want to tease out all the questions that they're going to have after we ask them to buy, right? We don't want any questions. Like if they have questions, if they're confused, a confused mind will never buy. We want to tease out all of those questions so that they're literally like, no questions, right? The next logical step is to pay you. Cool. Very minor, Hannah, but like a big piece, like definitely make sure that you're hitting that.
Yeah.
All right. So now we transition into the alignment, right? We're temp checking before we price drop.
Yeah. I think one of the
Let me go back. That was actually really good.
In that case, the third pillar is just the billing of trucks for August. Have a shipping address where it would be going to. It does look like you have free shipping in that case. So basically, that includes our offloading service, $995 for delivery door to door. Because you're flexible on the delivery date, you qualify for it. So you're good to go there. Good news always. And besides that, the most important piece for us is feel like a bunch of what you're looking for.
Yeah. I think one of the reasons why I had went down the path of bumpy lightning round was the design, and from a competitor standpoint, I feel like design perspective, you got to get it out from the rep. It's modern, but it's not super modern, you know?
Yeah.
It looks great, and then the fact that so much daylight coming in too as well is great too. So those are a couple of reasons why. And obviously, I watched a couple of videos in terms of, I think it's like a version of Partake. So yeah, I thought that was very compelling, and then and obviously some of the aspects of the durability, and being that you guys designed it for Canada is why I chose you guys.
So happy that you set up.
What do we think about the alignment temp check there?
Well, I mean, his answer was perfect. So yeah, awesome.
Yeah.
A good sign. Green flag.
He's told you.
Yeah. I'll buy it.
Yeah, that's exactly what we want. And
Yep.
it was very natural how you positioned the question. You're like, the next piece is alignment. This was a part piece for us, right? And yeah, he opened it up for you. Nice work, Kenna. All right, we got a couple minutes. Let's get through the end.
It seems like I have everything I need here to get you all settled with an invoice. And we can chat about the overall cost. Appropriate?
Yeah, nice.
That was good.
In the production queue, timeline you mentioned, right? We will provide you with all the bill prep documents. Brittany will reach out from our shipping department and arrange your delivery time. I'll just put in your information here. It gives me the boxes and everything. And then that way send over that invoice to you. Looking at. Okay, so I just put here Rock with $199 no login.
Once I get the invoice, I'll probably be paying
Let's go. Price drop so natural.
Is no one going to ask how I got that done so fast?
Did you just have it prepared in advance or
What, the whole time while we were talking, I was preparing the invoice.
proper?
It's
Yeah,
doing
but
the sale.
Yeah, let's go. So during the pillars, so like at the shipping stage, you were already putting it in. Is that?
Yeah, because some parts of
Yeah.
the script, it's like, by heart and like, what they're going to say. And it's like, while all that's happening, it's like, that's my segue into.
Yeah. But Hannah, that's probably also why we missed the tie down at the end of the pillars.
Yeah,
Right. So
yeah.
something for you to be aware of, right? Just like, okay, cool.
I'm doing this, I got to make sure I'm still hitting that.
Yeah.
On this call, it didn't affect you. On other calls, it potentially could have. So,
Yeah.
all right, we got a couple of minutes. Let's get to the end. We got to see how we could have.
Yep, that's right.
So that way you'll be able to see the portal, and you can also pay online there. And then you can see the information I input it. Okay.
Perfect. Yep, I just got it.
It's a bit confusing because there's a PDF and then there's a button that says view invoice. Go ahead and view invoice, that will be the portal. And then
Yep, I'm in now.
I put your billing and shipping address the same. I could change that.
No, it'll be the same.
And then I put the block code 199 no lock. It's not intuitive, but if you look at discounts there, you'll see the 995 discount.
Perfect. Yep, I see that.
And then the double side window, and the taxes, and then that's it, the terms and conditions. And then the green pay button, once you click that, you'll see the payment options there when you click that. And then you'll see that you have a credit card and you have a wire.
Okay, perfect.
And that's it. And you're all set. As soon as that comes through now, I'll also give the team a heads up, and then that way they'll send over the build file and the you on the.
This is great. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Sounds good, Hannah. Thank you very much.
Thank you. I appreciate your time.
One thing I would have done there is just ask, okay, so I'm okay to leave it with you, but just so I can let my invoicing team know when to expect and keep an eye out for payment. Is that something you're going to be taking care of today? And then that would be the thing, is because it didn't sound like he was going to do it on the call. That's just kind of the feeling I got, which is like, okay, so like that's fine, but like, are you doing it today? That would be my next question before I wrapped it up.
Yeah. Because now I'm gonna have to go back today and just be like, I didn't see the payment yet. Did you manage to process that, just so I can give the shipping team a heads up to lock in your spot? Like, that's what I was gonna do later today.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Hannah, why not ask him to pay then and there while you're on the call?
Yeah,
Should have said,
I was also almost thinking, I was expecting you to say like, what, you'll see the pay button. Have you clicked that? I was expecting you to say, have you clicked that?
Mhm.
Yeah,
you didn't.
click that, and then like, which option do you want to use? Credit card or like?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna use PayPal. Okay, cool. Go ahead. If you want, I got a couple minutes. Let me stay here with you right now while you do that, just to make sure that you don't have any issues, and I'll start like being up the build support team.
Yeah.
Then there's another thing you could do too, is like, while you're putting it together, sometimes I'll say, hey, do you have like access to like your bank account information for like a routing number? And then they'll say, yeah. And then like, okay, if you have that ready, I'll just walk you through the next steps then. And then that way it's like, they don't have to like take time to do that.
Yeah.
Or ask them in advance, like what method of payment they want to use. Like there's a lot of ways that you can kind of like tee it up. Yeah.
Stay there, Hannah. I know it's uncomfortable, but like, you had such a great call. This is you with jiu-jitsu, where you just like dominated all rounds, and you got to the end and you could have like capped this guy. You could have like knocked him out, and you kind of just let him stand up and like finish the fight. And
you had him in a
TK.
Yeah, you had him in a triangle chokehold, and then you didn't wait for the tap. That's the problem.
Yeah, you're like, all right,
right.
I won this fight. How did that feel, Hannah? How did that land with you?
with that analogy, I can't be letting people go now.
Yeah.
And also like, just know, like, if he doesn't want to do it, that is where he's going to tell you. And that is literally the mechanism for him to tell you. Like, don't worry about like, oh, it's going to like, just be like this, me saying this thing is when he's going to say no, or just carry on. Like, or say no to it.
Yeah.
Did you at any point, I forget, because I don't know if we skipped over it or anything, but did you at any point ask him if he had like the funds like ready and available for the project?
He said we're paying in full.
Yeah, he did say, he said like 2 times, like he said we're paying, like we're just gonna pay in full, and then he also said, oh yeah, I'll do this today, right before. So like, for me, I'm like, this should have been a choke, like just like choke mountain, and close the deal.
Should have been a choke.
Yeah,
pull you off of the guy. Yeah.
Sweet. Yeah, but really good. Like, very minor details, Hannah, just for you to clean up, but overall super solid. And that end game, just the end game. So Brendan, and if you guys have to jump, feel free to jump. But the end game is like, we have to ask for the sale at the end, right? And if we don't ask for the sale, we're not going to know why they're not.
Cool. So I'm just gonna go back to reading off the script and not from memory, just to not miss anything and build bad habits.
You should read though. Like you should know it, right? Because if
Yeah.
you read it, you're not actively listening. You're not focused, right? So like
Yeah.
this call was good because you were locked in, right?
Yeah.
So you just need to know the pieces, and like I would more focus on the structure, the pieces of the structure, and then end of call. Like if you feel nervous, like if you want to get off the call, you got to stay on the call. You got to push through. And this is going to serve, I'll tell you why it's going to serve you. This is like a 20-minute call. This is the type of call that you're going to get during contest season.
Yeah.
In contest season, you do not want to leave any of these deals open because like you're going to be so busy. Like, so you have to have the discipline on this. This was an 18-minute call. Perfect. You had 10 minutes to work through objections, close, all of that. You should have taken them. And so you're going to want to be really disciplined so that when contest season comes, and we got 30-minute call slots, you got somebody else waiting for you, like chasing these, like for sure payments and invoices is going to kill your time. You won't be efficient. Super will tell you.
Oh yeah, I've been
Yeah.
there. Yep, super annoying. But honestly, yeah, I agree with Chris. I wouldn't say like read it, but like the little pieces, and this is what the thing, right? Look, once you've integrated the whole structure, and it sounds like you have, there's just little things that like, okay, I slipped here or I didn't do this. It's just like, okay, mentally be aware of like you needing to have that, and then you'll integrate that part in, and then you do that with something else, and then eventually you have like the full mapped area, and you're kind of working off of that. It's like you want to be more natural about it, and your call sounded awesome, like you sounded really good, and I feel like that's more important than like reading from a script to make sure you don't miss anything, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So just understand the structure, the structural pieces, right? So
Right.
intro, frame, discovery, tie down, transition, pitch, like tie downs in between pillars, temp check, price drop. Those are the kind of the core pieces of like, you should just like, you should kind of know what each of those pieces are. And you do know, I know, you know, we worked on it long.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yes. Cool.
All right, guys, Hannah, keep rocking. Supa, you're on the rebound. So let's get it.
Hey, by the way, my name is Chris Sanchez and I build predictable, elite, and fully systemized sales teams. I've helped clients generate over $54 million in revenue and ramped countless sales reps using the approach that I call the sales team operating system. What you just watched was a real sales team OS session that I pulled from a live client. If you want to see exactly how I run, manage, and scale elite 8-figure sales teams, don't click away just yet. In this next video right here, there's another sales team OS breakdown where I go deeper into the building, coaching, managing elite reps. Go ahead and click it and enjoy. Cheers.